From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 10. Presented by Reliance Jio. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Ford Ravin and Kent Kamai. In style partner Raymond.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Despite repeated assurances from the government, there are some who are working overtime to fan the flames of unrest in the northeast and, more importantly, to provoke 19 crore Indian Muslims using the Citizenship Amendment Bill, particularly the provocation, the attempts to provoke Indian Muslims. Tonight, Prime Minister Narendra Modi questioned those who were trying to do that. Here is what he said, and then we'll open up to a debate.
On The Debate tonight, who's inciting violence in Northeast?
Ayes 125, noes 105, abstain 0. The motion that bill is passed is adopted.
As the Parliament was passing the historic bill that gave citizenship to persecuted refugees, there was violence in parts of the Northeast. Those who made Citizenship Amendment Bill a Hindu-Muslim issue and ignored the concerns of Northeast continue to make provocative statements.
Sir, violence has been descending in the entire northeastern region. Sir, already army has been deployed. Internet services have been discontinued. Yes. We are witnessing that Kashmir phenomena has been replicated in the northeastern region. Yes. कश्मीर के बदले आसमीर बन गए हैं.
As the security forces maintained a strict vigil in the northeast, the Prime Minister warned those inciting violence.
इतना ही नहीं, नॉर्थ ईस्ट के करीब सभी राज्य इस कानून के दायरे से बाहर हैं, लेकिन फिर भी कांग्रेस और उसके सहयोगी दल, जिनकी राजनीति घुसपैठियों के समर्थन से चलती है, वो वहां भ्रम फैलाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं.
The concerns in the northeast over CAB have been genuine.
Anti-Northeast, communal and unconstitutional. We are appealing to the people to adopt only non-violent means of movement.
But are the parties trying to fan the flames and use the situation to settle political scores? Let's debate.
And we have two sides and 6 panelists. I request everyone to not just provoke. On one side, Waris Pathan, Tausif Ahmad Khan and Danish Qureshi. And on the other side, Vishal Sharma, Prafulla Kitkar and Shazia Elmi. And Waris, I want to open with you and Shazia. But you know, what is happening is you are trying to create and egg on a sense of panic. That is not going to work. This is a poisonous bill. Muslims will have nowhere to go. Muslims will lose their statehood, which are lies. I know that you need to gain politically from this, which is why you're doing it, but to lie is an incredible thing, and to lie with a straight face that Muslims will become stateless. If Muslims become stateless, then you will not have citizenship. That's what you're trying to say, which is a lie. you're going to be contesting the next election as an MP or MLA from Baikala or Mumbai. We all know the truth. So, no, one sec. Let's be honest with each other today. See, politics apart, Waris, politics apart. And I do understand the pressing need for a party like yours that sees itself on a growth path, that when an opportunity like this presents itself, you should wrench out as much as you can gain in as quick a time as possible. But my question to you, Waris Pathan, when you speak about ethnic cleansing, when you say that 18 crore, 19 crore Muslims in India will be stateless, what you're doing is you're provoking Muslims. You are trying to provoke violence. And I want to ask you, what will you gain? What will you gain by it? Just tell us, tell Shazia, what will you gain?
Well,
you cannot cannot avoid this question today.
Arnab,
you cannot avoid this question today. Please understand.
Yes.
No, Waris, you're making a mistake. Waris, I want to tell you one thing. You said, for example, and I'll tell you one thing today. You said that Muslims are in great danger in this country. And I went back and some people told me that, can you investigate what Waris said yesterday and come back with your own answer? So I said I will not be guided by my feeling. I will go into fact. And you know what I found, Waris? I found that the population of Muslims has increased by 14.2%, not in 50 years, not in 30 years, not in 20 years, but in one decade, the population of Muslims has gone up by 14.2%. And people like you cleanly come on television and you say Muslims are in danger. And then I also found out that we will have which is the fact that Muslims have not been in danger and are not going to be in danger. No rights of Muslims are being taken away. Muslim institutes are not in danger.
Allow me. Okay. Now,
you're making a speech. You see, you're not answering my question.
May I make my point, Arnab Goswami?
A speech is different from a reply.
Allow me to answer. Yesterday will be remembered as a black day. Again a black day in the history of our country, because yesterday secularism was murdered. Democracy was killed. Constitution was destroyed. And let me tell you, Arnab, Muslims are not
These are all prepared statements you have memorized.
I think you better stop this absolutely hackneyed and cliched propositions of yours.
Country. Allow me, Shazia, please. Shazia, this is not a proper way to debate. Allow me to make my point, then you will get your opportunity. Arnab, the BJP wants to implement the idea of the RSS by making this a Hindu Rashtra. And how they started? They started with the triple talaq, then Article 370, then Babri, and now citizenship amendment.
How is triple talaq anti-Muslim?
This is nothing but insulting the
How is triple talaq anti-Muslim? Triple talaq is pro-gender justice.
Let me take you down point by point.
This is a step towards making my great nation an Hindu Rashtra, which will never happen. Who is responsible for Assam burning? Amit Shah and Modi are responsible for Assam burning. They said that they have Muslims.
No, this is not right.
They have taken the people's mandate to the people are with them. Now, whom they took into confidence before making this bill or before implementing the bill? Why?
And I, at this point of time, want to make a case
for Indian
Muslims.
Their interests.
Why are you working against them?
Should not be considered as secondary citizen of this country.
You are using them.
We should not be considered as the secondary citizen of this country. We have sacrificed our lives.
Can I answer? Waris, you'll have to be quiet now, because I will not allow you to speak after this. You have spoken enough. No, Arnab, please ask. Arnab, can you please ask this man to be quiet? You've done your bit. You've done your rabble rousing again.
I will not allow
you have done your rabble rousing again. No, you have to allow me to speak.
BJP Amit Shah.
No, I will not allow you to get away with this. I will not allow you to tell lies.
I can't hear either.
I will not allow you to let my Muslim brothers and sisters
I can't hear either.
No, you have to allow me to speak. I am not going away. You have to let me speak. You have to allow me to speak. I have not got time at all. You have to allow me to speak. Arnab, you'll have to ask him to be quiet. He has been
Waris, would you please listen to her?
Waris,
would you please listen to her?
1 minute is all I want.
She did not allow me
I want 1 minute.
Waris, would you please listen to her? He heard you and you should listen to her.
No. I allowed you to speak. You went on and on. I heard you. I was quiet.
No.
Waris, 1 minute.
You are nobody. The anchor will allow me. You heard me. I have heard you.
Okay, I'll ask Arnab to do that. Arnab, can I get 1 minute of time? Okay. You spume out venom.
Waris, may I please request you, most politely, to allow Shazia to make her introductory remarks. Thank you.
I want to say something to Varis and people like Varis. Please stop using Muslims and do not use their shoulders to fire your political bullets. Because that is all that is being done, not once but many times. Imagine you claim to be the Messiah of Muslims. You claim to be the Messiah of Muslims and you're working against the interests by keeping them in a state of fear and insecurity. Knowing very well that this bill has nothing to do with India. Amit Shah is a Home Minister and Prime Minister Modi is a Prime Minister who has done more for the poor in this country and for the Muslims than all you parties could ever dream of doing. So be honest, you have just used Muslims and the nomenclature and identity politics. This has nothing to do with Indian Muslims. You know that very well. This is the worst and most deceitful kind of politics that you're indulging in. And the very fact that you are talking about Muslims, claiming to be their friends, you are working against them. It is you who's anti-Muslim. You do not want Muslims to enjoy the constitutional privilege of life, livelihood and equality that the Constitution has given and that the Prime Minister has ensured. So stop lying through your teeth. And Muslims
Danish, four on the debate. Danish.
Keeping them in this state because they do not need
Danish
you to
and
look
Vishal
after
also
them.
on the debate.
They have the Constitution, they have the Prime Minister,
Okay.
and the Constitution.
Equality. You don't follow the Constitution and you are talking about the Constitution.
Danish, my question to you is, Danish and Vishal, you know this whole argument is made that Muslims are in danger, Muslims are depleting, there will be no home for Muslims, Muslims will have nowhere to go, Muslims will be stateless and homeless and without rights, and the population of Muslims will dwindle and India will become a Hindu Rashtra. This is the argument which is presented. Allow me to present a contrary fact, Shazia. I want to share with you. According to latest data that has been released by the Pew Research Center, I don't agree with them, but these people like Danish always quote the Pew Research Center. And always people like Danish, Tausif, for them the Pew Research Center is like, the Guardian and the New York Times, the last word for the pseudo-liberals. Now the Pew Research Center, which you quoted, you came on one of my debates recently and you put some facts and I said, who gave this to you? You said Pew Research Center of America. Now let me tell you what the Pew Research Center says, Danish and Vishal, please hear me clearly. The Pew Research Center says that, and this is remarkable, the estimated change in the population of Muslims from 2010 to 2050 is projected at 73%, which means that the number of Indian Muslims by 2050 is projected to rise beyond 300 million. Now, what happens to India, therefore? India becomes the country with the largest Muslim population in the entire world. Now, even you don't believe, listen to me. I want to give you one more fact since you said Narendra Modi hates Muslims and is anti-Muslim. I found out that 1,000 crores have been spent and allocated in recent years. Why? Only for the upliftment and modernization and upgradation of Muslim madrasas. And the spending in after Modi came in went up by 3 times, tripled from what it was in Congress time. And yet people like you confidently come on TV, Danish, and spread the lie that Muslims are going away. I cannot understand how can Muslims' rights be dwindled unless Narendra Modi government comes and says that, you see, we are removing Article 29(1) of the Constitution of India, which is the protection of rights of minorities and interests of minorities. That aspect is completely untouched. In fact, it is strengthened by CAB. Now, I do not understand how, despite all this, people like you, Danish Qureshi, because you just have an anti-Modi agenda, will come out and say that this government is anti-Muslim. Let me tell you one more thing. This year, Saudi Arabia increased India's Hajj quota by 25,000. This is because of the diplomatic efforts of the Narendra Modi government. The third consecutive hike in 3 years after the Modi government went to Saudi Arabia and a record number of almost 200,000 Indian Muslims were able to undertake the Hajj pilgrimage, which never happened in the Congress time. The Narendra Modi government therefore worked hard to protect the faith, aspirations and pilgrimages of Indian Muslims. Now you need to understand this. The fact of the matter is you benefit from creating a Hindu-Muslim divide. Now if you want to help Muslims, upgrade them, do something for them, spend money on them, not like Asaduddin Owaisi and Waris Pathan come and abuse Hindus every day. That is their way of getting votes. That is their way. And you know what Narendra Modi said? He said in 2019, we have to earn the trust of the Muslim community. These are facts that I am telling you. It may not work for you, but don't be narrow-minded. Don't be short-sighted. Don't do this, Danish. दुनिया देख रही है आपको. सबके सामने आपको सवाल पूछे जाएंगे आप. समझ गए आप? समझ गए आपको इसका जवाब देता हूं. समझ गए मेरी बात? Let me complete. सिर्फ अपने स्वार्थ के लिए आप ये करेंगे.
सबसे पहले तो जो लोग मुसलमानों की आबादी पे सवाल कर रहे हैं, तो क्या इस देश में मुसलमानों की आबादी बढ़ाने पे कोई रिस्ट्रिक्शन है? सरकार का जो मोदी सरकार ने हटाया है, तो सबसे पहले उनका कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल राइट है.
India has more than 21 crore Muslims. 21 crore is more than the population of Russia and Germany taken together. So many Muslims India has. Do you think Muslims in India are in danger? This is a fake propaganda by the opposition only to discredit the Narendra Modi government. Narendra Modi is not anti anybody. Narendra Modi government is pro-India, pro-poor, pro-women and pro-youth. The removal of triple talaq was not an anti-Muslim step. It was a pro-women step, which my friend Mr. Waris Pathan fails to see. What India needs today, what India needs today is Indians to rise up above these divisions.
तीसरी बात, अगर हज कमेटी की अगर आप बात कर रहे हैं, तो आप याद रखिए कि नंबर ऑफ पॉपुलेशन के आधार पर मिला है, और अगर डिप्लोमेटिक बातचीत करने के किसी से उस कोटे में इजाफा हुआ है, तो you cannot get that thing on the bed because he is a prime minister, and that is the duty of the prime minister to work for each and every citizen. Third thing, I am not listening to you because question is there for me and not for you.
मुसलमान के घर में गैस गया है कि हिंदू के घर में गैस गया है. अगर 10 करोड़ टॉयलेट बनाए हैं दानिश कुरैशी, तो 10 करोड़ टॉयलेट हिंदुओं के लिए भी बनाए गए और मुस्लिम के लिए भी बनाए गए हैं. Previously Narendra Modi slogan was सबका साथ सबका विकास. And do you know Arnab, do you know after winning the election what he said? सबका विश्वास. We have to win the विश्वास of the Muslim community also. Why? Because the Muslims are not different from us. We are all Indians. The Citizenship Amendment Bill is not a bill that takes away the citizenship. It is a bill that gives citizenship to the oppressed minorities. It is not an anti-Muslim bill. It's a pro-minority bill, pro the minority community of the three theocratic states in India's neighborhood. If India is helping the poor, why are you getting agitated? Why are you misleading the people? Don't do that, Danish Qureshi and Waris Pathan.
Waris, misleading is bad.
Responsible positions in society. At times like this, society looks up to you. Kindly rise up to the occasion. Leave your petty politics away and rise to the occasion and denounce this kind of violence. This is Mahatma Gandhi's 150th birth anniversary. Adopt the path of ahimsa. Even if you don't like something, don't do
How much will you praise Modi and Amit Shah? How much employment is gathered in the country? The GDP has become 4.6 now, Vishal Sharma, and you are going on praising Modi.
Sir, there is a global economic
GDP has gone to 4.6.
Waris Pathan, there is a global economic downturn. India is not an isolated case. Kindly open your eyes. Left में देखेंगे तो चाइना दिखेगा. चाइना की इकोनॉमी में कितना प्रॉब्लम है. राइट में देखेंगे तो यूरोप दिखेगा. यूरोपियन इकोनॉमी. आज आसाम चल रहा है. Waris Pathan, I hope in school and college you learn some economics.
आसाम चल रहा है. Students are on the streets. Assam is burning.
आप लोग जो कह रहे हैं
और मत जलाइए वारिस पठान वारिस पठान
Shazia is on. Shazia, 1 minute. Shazia, 1 minute. Shazia, 1 minute. Vishal, 1 minute. Vishal, 1 minute. Vishal, 1 minute. No, 1 minute. Shazia, a minute. Small intervention, Shazia. Small intervention. Today, Waris Pathan is saying Assam jal raha hai. आपको मैं बताता हूँ असम जल रहा है जो ये कह रहे हैं, इनको मैं बेनकाब कर रहा हूँ, अभी करूंगा. देखिए जो शाजिया, he is saying today Assam जल रहा है. I'll tell you something. This same Waris Pathan, no. This same Waris Pathan would take a very expensive helicopter. His party has a lot of money, and in the helicopter he goes to Assam and asks for votes from Bangladeshi infiltrators who have come there, saying all India MIM should set up a base in Assam. So when he asks for votes from Bangladeshi Muslim infiltrators, he's pro-Assam. Please, we know what you're up to.
Team is not giving you proper feedback.
No, you do enough work for others.
Team is not giving you proper feedback.
Well, anyway, I know you want votes of the Bangladeshi infiltrators in Assam. Whether you go by chopper or bus is not my question. My point is, Waris, 1 minute. On a serious note, you see, this has been turned into an anti-Muslim thing. The basic thing is, Praful Ketkar, 1 minute, small intervention. The people like Waris Pathan say that this cab is anti-Muslim. Prakash Karat wanted the same thing in 2012. He wrote a letter to the Prime Minister, then Manmohan Singh, saying that we want citizenship for minority community refugees from Bangladesh. He wanted the same thing. Secondly, may I have the great privilege of informing uninformed people like you, Waris Pathan, that there was a person called Jawaharlal Nehru who was Prime Minister of India, right? And on 25th November 1947, when Mahatma Gandhi was very much alive and Jawaharlal Nehru was Prime Minister of India, you'll be shocked now at what I'm about to tell you. The Congress Working Committee met and they adopted a resolution. That resolution and CAB is exactly the same thing. I'll now read from the resolution. Allow me to complete. I need to really nicely expose all of you people. It says the Congress party is bound to provide full protection to every single of the non-Muslims from Pakistan. Look at the words. Non-Muslims from Pakistan who may have crossed over to India to save their life and honor. This is after August 15th, 1947, not before partition, after partition. Congress party said everyone who is not a Muslim,
the Congress and the BJP
will be protected and given citizenship by the Congress party in 1947. No, answer me now. Prafulla Ketkar, this is what Congress did. They are secular when they do that.
The country are lacking because Congress and the BJP.
Let me expose you nicely.
No, I will give you one more information.
But you and Congress are the same.
One more information.
That's not
Mr. Waris Pathan and Asaduddin Owaisi conveniently play this card of Jai Bhim and Jai Meme. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar said, minorities of Pakistan and Dalits in Pakistan will never be protected in the Islamic State. Please come back. I will give you the citizenship. Even if you are forcefully converted, I will get you back in the Hindu fold. That was commitment of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Free Press Journal, 28 November 1947. This is the statement given by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. These children of Jinnah who are celebrating that Assam is burning, they don't know. Arnab, you know very well. If Assamese get a chance, they will throw away the Bangladeshi Muslim infiltrators first. They have problems because of their indigenous identity. They have problems because of the pressure on the land. The issue in Assam and Northeast is different. That is not the issue of Hindu and Muslim. These are the parties.
What is going on? Are you going to still blame Congress and Nehru for this? Who has the government there?
I will discuss the situation in Assam next.
It's the BJP government at the state.
Why is Assam burning?
Shazia,
please tell me. Please ask the relevant question. You have a BJP spokesperson.
Tausif, I wish to ask you a question. Tausif, may I ask you a question, Tausif? Tausif, may I ask you a question?
Stop confusing the issue. The Hindu-Muslim issue is not the core of the debate in Assam
who should raise this
or
question.
in the Northeast.
Why is Assam under lockdown?
It is about the
Baharis.
Baharis.
Suspended.
It is about the Baharis and Prime Minister specifically.
Do you not care for Assam? You want to turn Assam into another Kashmir. Why do you have curfew in Assam?
The issue in Northeast, going state by state by state, talking about the sixth schedule, talking about autonomous hill regions, talking about the quality and the tax mechanism.
You people are opportunists.
That is what they've done.
The pictures are gone on the TV screen.
Do you understand? Do you understand? I don't know what you're saying, but clearly you're very confused. Because it is not a Hindu-Muslim issue in Assam and Northeast. So do not confuse everything. You do not even know what you're saying. And Indian Muslims have nothing to do with this bill. This bill is not against a religion. This bill is against religious prosecution. This bill is against religious persecution. This bill is against religious persecution. And the Assam issue is different. It is a very nuanced debate. You do not know. आप जानते भी नहीं आप क्या बोल रहे हैं. आप जानते नहीं आप क्या बोल रहे हैं. ये जी सुनिए, वो इस्लामिक स्टेट है, हम लोग डेमोक्रेसी है, उनका फर्ज है कि बाकी माइनॉरिटीज का भी ख्याल रखना.
1947 में नहीं था.
तो क्या हो गया? बहुत अच्छा किया मैंने. मुझे फख्र है इस बात का. उसका क्या ताल्लुक इससे? जब आप जवाब नहीं दे पा रहे तो आप मेरे पर बात कर रहे हैं. थूक कीजिए. मैं फख्र के साथ कह रही हूँ कि मैं आम आदमी पार्टी का हिस्सा नहीं हूँ. मैं एक सांप्रदायिक पार्टी का हिस्सा नहीं हूँ. मैं फख्र के साथ कह रही हूँ.
I just want to ask you one second. Today there are some people.
I'm very proud of the fact, and that has nothing to do with the debate.
Today. No personal attacks. My question is Vishal.
Like TMC,
yeah, why Vishal?
As political bait
Shazia. The Congress must explain today. The Congress must explain today why Manmohan Singh batted for the same version of the Citizenship Amendment Bill in 2003.
I am a Muslim. My constitution protects me. Remember that. And do not misguide other Muslims, because we Muslims know this is a country. Do not waylay us. Do not betray us. Do not cheat us. And do not rabble rouse, because you are working against the interests of my Muslim brothers and sisters who have nothing to do with this bill. So stop lying.
Viewers, I have a question here. I have a question here. If anybody will bother to answer my question, and it's the most pertinent question on the debate this evening. If you bother to answer my question, it is the most pertinent question on the debate this evening. Danish, calm down. Danish, calm down. Danish, calm down. Danish, calm down. Everyone, calm down. May I please, gentlemen, may I just say one thing, please? Shazia, 1 minute. 1 minute. You see, Shazia, I can't hear at all in the studio, please. Can I just get a little volume up, Janisha, if you don't mind? Thank you. I'm making a small point, please. Can I just make a small point, please? You see, and if you can hear me, confirm to me with a thumbs up that you can hear me. I'm not hearing you clearly. Viewers, now I want all of you to do a little bit of research. Go back to December 11, 2019, and you will find that Sonia Gandhi says that this is a black day for our country's history. Now, Sonia Gandhi, my question to you is, and if somebody can make this reach to her, because Her Highness does not give any interviews to people at all, but if I could get an interview with her, I would ask her. My information is that Sonia Gandhi, according to a WikiLeaks cable, had suggested that the Foreigners Act should be amended. And why? To prevent the deportation of illegal Bangladeshi infiltrators. So Sonia Gandhi wanted to protect illegal Bangladeshi infiltrators, keep them in Assam, because as long they are Muslim, she thinks there will be a vote bank for her party. Listen to this, Danish. Hypocrisy ki bhi limit hoti hai. The same Sonia Gandhi, this is what she was plotting. I am asking you, Sonia Gandhi, would you be able to do this in your country of your origin of Italy? Would you be able to do this in Turin or Rome or Naples? They would throw you out if you were to do that.
This is not a matter to allegate on Sonia Gandhi. Remember,
Danesh, there you are exposed.
Arnab Goswami, what we want to say is that Mr.
Don't shout.
The persecuted Christians.
When she objected to
I have proven your hypocrisy. My subject is your hypocrisy.
This will not be tolerated. This will not be tolerated.
That was a black day. That was a black day.
I'm just asking a question. Why are you all jumping?
They are the ones who are responsible.
Am I wrong? Now Varis will be quiet. Tausif is Googling.
That's why this has to go back.
Next debate.
Does not take place. I know about this.
But I have all right to ask you a question. Who is responsible for Assam's burning? The students are on road. And if something happens to the students, who will be responsible? Who will take the responsibility if something happens to the students who are on the street?
Who brought millions of Bangladeshis into Assam over the last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years?
Unconstitutional.
Who brought millions of Bangladeshi Muslim infiltrators, welcomed them and made vote banks of them in Assam over the last 50 years?
Fearmongers.
Who did that? Who did that?
Neighbors of our country.
Who did that? Danesh, I have a right to question what's happening. You don't have a right. Because when Bangladeshi infiltrators were coming into Assam for 50 years, people like you were cheering and clapping.
I want to ask the question to government through Shazia ji that who is the priority? Either the priorities of our minority of our country or the country, those who are in the neighbor of our nation.
If something happens to the students,
and what did have done Mr. Modi?
Danish Qureshi, I want to hear Varis Pathan speak. Arnab, on your channel, I want Varis Pathan of All India Majlis se Ittihadul Muslimin make an appeal for Aman and Shanti. Mr. Varis Pathan, this is an appeal to you.
विशाल शर्मा कुछ नहीं होगा कितना अंदापक बोलोगे
आप अमन और शांति की अपील
बोलोगे मोदी शाह रहा जवाब दो ना आसाम में आग लगी तो उसका जिम्मेदार कौन है मोदी और अमित शाह आसाम में अगर कुछ स्टूडेंट को कुछ हो गया will take the responsibility आप पे रिस्पांसिबिलिटी आएगी याद रखना अगर मेरे स्टूडेंट्स को कुछ हो गया आसाम में देश तुमको छोड़ेगा नहीं देश की जनता तुमको छोड़ेगी नहीं आपने अंगार लगाई देश में
अमन और शांति की करते हो
you have shut the internet you have shut the internet you are doing second Kashmir now Assam after that Tripura where will the Arnab where is going to stop I am asking this question where is this going to stop the BJP has put my country into burning flame Amit Shah has put the entire country into the burning flame
Shazia,
this is fear-mongering.
praising Amit Shah praising Modi
Assam will never be another Kashmir. We will never
This is the worst kind of political
vulture situation in Assam.
BJP
No, I want to say something here. Varis, you know you lying.
Varis and Shazia.
They have to be.
You know the interest of the Indian Muslims is not compromised at all.
Varis and Shazia.
Yet you indulge in this political vulturism. You just indulge in this political vulturism of the worst kind. Feeding of fear
their eyes have a
of the
problem
minority in India who you claim to be a messiah
they
of.
don't see Assam
So I find it,
they don't
Amit Shah, what is Amit Shah saying? Amit Shah has said that Indian Muslims and Indian Hindus have nothing to fear. Why are you then lying? Why are you so desperate? Why are you so desperate? Do you not want the persecuted minorities from Pakistan and Bangladesh to be a part of us? Don't you want to help out your Sikh sisters and Christian sisters who have been raped
just praise Amit Shah
and abducted?
Modi on Twitter, nothing more
You
than that.
don't want that
they
to
are
happen?
Not worried about
What kind of a man are you?
They are not worried
and
about
you're dragging
the
Indian Muslims
they
into
are not
it who have nothing to do with it. What rubbish is this? You know very well that this is the only country, Varis, where you can speak like the way you do against the Indian state.
Who are you to give me certificate?
I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on this debate. But sometimes we must base ourselves on fact. And especially at a time like this, to try and play on people's emotions, to try and get votes, is just unpardonable. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, the concerns of the people of the